Like, dude, guys, I can't hang on to the bars. Call me an old man, call me a wimp. Is the Indian Scout competition for this bike? Marauders, welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'm going to do a quick review and a ride on a 2024 Harley Davidson Sportster S. Gotta tell you, when I picked up this bike, I thought to myself, this is not a motorcycle that I want as a 60-year-old. And then, sure enough, it is so similar in many ways to my KTM 990 Duke. And actually, fast, very fast. It has so much torque, has the same horsepower. I'm sure it has more torque than the 990 Duke. I'll do a quick overview of the bike, and then we'll get on the ride. I spent a solid day yesterday driving around a mountain in Pennsylvania, and I'm cold. It was very cold. And today it's 42 degrees. So if I'm not quite as exuberant as I've been in previous videos, you know why. For Harley Davidson, the Sportster is a legendary line. When I first think of Sportster, I think of it as the entry-level motorcycle for Harley Davidson. I believe the Nightster version of this motorcycle is their lowest price entry-level bike, probably around $12,000, $13,000. This bike, as it sits, is roughly $16,900. The Sportster lineup started in 1957. This bike is powered by the revolutionary Max engine 1250. It's very similar, toned down version. I'm sure it's tuned differently than the engine in the Pan America. That, I believe, is 160 horsepower. This motorcycle is 121 horsepower and 93 foot-pounds of torque. The horsepower is great. I really have to tell you, hanging onto the bars is difficult. When I open up the throttle, it's got a lot of oomph to it. So they dropped the traditional Sportster in 2020. This is their new line. This is a very balanced engine. It's very efficient. Very, very powerful. The engine is outstanding in this motorcycle, as it is in the Pan America. And I'll talk about it more when I'm riding the motorcycle. When you first look at it, some may think that this is not a traditional look for Harley Davidson, especially in their Sportster lineup. The longer that I look at this bike, the more I'm impressed with the stylizing features of the motorcycle and just how nice looking it is. It is very lightweight, about 500 pounds. This engine in this motorcycle, it has less horsepower than a Pan America, probably the same amount of torque, but it weighs 100 pounds less than a Pan America. And this bike is quick. When you look at the bike, you can't help but notice that it has a 160 front tire on it, which is massive. Man, I'd like to put it on a car tire. The rear tire is just as impressive. It's a 180-inch rear tire. It has forward controls on it. I will tell you, if this was my motorcycle, I would probably definitely put mid-mount controls on it because your upper body is leaning forward and then your feet are out in front of you on those forward controls. It has a 3.1 gallon gas tank. The suspension is stiff. I'm going to tell you, I'm going to add preload to the suspension. I believe that's what this knob is. I don't think there's any preload on it when I wrote it back from the dealership, and I'm going to crank up the suspension on the bike to add some preload. It has got, as my daughter would say, in your face, a tough Harley Davidson look. No doubt the big meat on the rims, very nice cast aluminum rims. So it's got some big rubber on the rims, very tough looking. Traditional Harley Davidson V-twin engine, which is a powerful monster smooth engine that in your face, almost cartoonish, exaggerated exhaust. I'm sure it's this size because the catalytic converter is mounted on it. There are some great exhausts that you can mount on this bike. I think Two Brothers makes a good exhaust system for it. I think that's about it. I got to show you one interesting thing that I think the headlight design. Again, I think it's not traditional for a Sportster, but that oval, very small headlight is mean looking. Look at the forks, how far apart they are on the front of it. It does have cruise control. I like that it has bar end mirrors to get around my wide body. They do work and they do function well. It does come with cruise controls. It does have a nice TFT display. Not going to get too much into that. It has a button for heated grips, but you have to order the heated grips separately. And I'm going to show you a feature that it has I might use today, which Harley is big on this and I love it. Give me a minute to set up. I love that Harley does this. They put these plugs in for heated gear or accessories, and it is so cold today, I'm going to try it. So I'm going to dangle this out from underneath the seat, and I'm going to wear my Harley jacket and plug my vest into it. That's nice. There's two of them. Obviously, there's no passenger. I think you can get a bump seat on the bike. I believe this comes off, so you might be able to get a little bump seat. But for a passenger, they're heated gear. If you have pants and a top jacket, you can plug it into that. Okay, let's get on the bike.
Let's give it a start up. It's very similar to the Pan America. You push this it's the same. You slide this forward, that turns the bike on. We have a neutral. Let's push the button, push this top button. She starts. I have the high beams on. Let's turn the hazards on. Let's walk around her. This boom, I've seen some people have a tail tighty for this boom to eliminate it, and there's a small light here and then a vertical license plate mount there. Again, I would probably go with the mid controls on the bike, not the forward controls. It's a great engine. Great engine. Holds 3.1 gallons of fuel. I don't know if I mentioned that. And she's fast. You would think this is a simple TFT display, but it's not. It does have a lot of features in it. The bike does have ride modes. That's custom, rain, street, and then sport. I'm going to start off in sport. And then here's your controls to maneuver around your different settings. Over on this side, again, just like the Pan America, cruise control is here. Let's turn cruise on. I like that. Again, very similar to the Pan America. It has a button for heated grips, but it doesn't have heated grips. She's idled down nicely. Oh, I dropped my gloves. Oh, it makes me sad. Okay, let's get on the road. Marauders, I'm not going to lie to you. My next motorcycle is going to be an automatic shift. That's what I've said in a couple of videos. Some of them haven't been uploaded yet. I've test drove not all, but 3 of the Honda automatic shift bikes. So I'm going to get an automatic shift bike. I've test driven the BMW automatic shift bike. And I did not feel like doing this video. I was riding all day yesterday in 42-degree weather in Pennsylvania, and I'm like, I don't want to do this video. I'm tired, I'm cold, we have bad weather moving in to western New York, and I said I got to do the video. I want to get it back to the dealer. I picked it up earlier in the week, if I remember right, and I got on this bike, and I'm tired, I'm a little depressed. Around the holidays, I think of my parents, and I get on this bike, and I'm wearing the right boots now. I wore high-heeled boots, Harley boots that I bought. You'll see them in some of the videos, have a very high heel. I wore my lower level, I think they're Reax boots for this bike because the heel was getting hung up on the pegs. I got on this bike, I didn't get out of the street. I had a smile on my face from ear to ear. I got a mile down the road. Not even a mile down the road, and I'm like laughing to myself, and I'm saying, Peter, you love to ride. It doesn't matter what you're on. You love to ride. And with these boots, these pegs are much more comfortable than what they were with my high heel boots. The high heel boots were not good. I actually was debating buying a pair of riding shoes that are totally flat on the bottom, but it's actually very nice with the lower heel boot, much more comfortable, and this is a fun riding position. Because of the temperature, I'm not going to open it up. Well, I'll open it up a little bit. I really don't want to cruise around at 50 miles an hour because it's 40 degrees, and I wanted to wear a Harley jacket in the video, and this does have, even though it has a liner, the wind gets through it. It's not like my climb jacket. God, this thing has so much. Again, I can't just crack in the throttle in fourth gear. Let me hammer on the brakes. I mean, she is. Let's be open. Let's be totally open here. I don't hold anything back on my channel, okay? Harley people, hold on to your socks. You be ashamed of yourselves. Some of you have bashed this motorcycle because they changed it from the previous Sportster. My God, they made it better. They put an engine on here that can run with any twin out there. It's just phenomenal. Let's make a left here. Well, let's make a right. I'm going to meander all over town. They made an engine. This Revolutionary Max engine is outstanding. It is smooth. It is powerful. It's I'm sure it's fuel efficient. The first time I rode a Pan America a year and a half ago, I took it around the block and I said, holy cripe, what an engine. And this is that engine, and they've taken some horsepower out of it for safety, I'm sure. This bike is light, but man, I don't think they took the torque out of it, because this thing has a ton of torque. Look at it. I'll climb up over the top of this car. I'll goose it here a little bit if I can hang on to the bar. Oh man. It's just so fast, and I'm not even close to a half throttle. I'm at like third. Guys, I can't hang on to the bars. Call me an old man, call me a wimp. I cannot hang on to the bars and open the throttle. Now I can, but I can't shift. As soon as I go to shift, I lose my grip on the bars. And also, I maxed out the pre-compression in this rear spring. I maxed it out. It is much better. The ride is much better with the Mac. Now, it doesn't have a lot. I don't know if it has 3 inches of suspension travel. It does not have a lot of suspension travel. Boy, what I do for you YouTube people. I'm freezing. She's fun. Come on, she's light. She looks tough. Get the heated grips. And again, I'd probably still go with the mid controls. I don't know if I change the bars. I changed the exhaust on my Road Glide. I don't know if I should have done it or not. I have no idea what road this is. My foot came off, my right foot came off the forward control. Now, I'm not used to the seating position on the bike. I'm not going to anywhere tell you that I'm used to the seating position on this bike, because I'm not. This is, at the first time I rode it, was very awkward. With these shoes, it's much better. This thing is a powerhouse. She is a powerhouse. Its competition, I would think, is the Indian Scout. I don't know. Is the Indian Scout competition for this bike? I have no idea where I am. I don't know if the Indian Scout is competition for this bike or not. Say hello to my little friend. A guy who had Harleys years ago, before I got back into motorcycles, told me he was looking at this bike, and I said, why are you looking at that bike? Don't you want a Road King? I think he had one. He said, I want a bike just to run around. Okay, that's hunters are out. Okay, too much fun. Woke me up. I slept 1 hour less. Spent 5 hours riding motorcycles in 40 degrees weather. There was 20 mile an hour, 25 mile an hour winds around a mountain in central Pennsylvania. By the way, I was smiling the whole time. You guys will see the videos, you know me. Riding around a mountain in central PA. Then I had to drive 4.5 hours home. I was exhausted. I didn't sleep a wink. I have no idea why. Didn't work out this morning, which I'm up at 4 to work out. I woke up at 4 anyways, and I got cars behind me wondering what's this clown doing. So I didn't sleep at all. I didn't want to do this video, but I said, you know what? I got to do this for my American Harley. By the way, yeah, see, cars are passing me. That guy had to get a little too close to me. By the way, thank you for my dealership where I bought my Road Glide, American Harley Davidson, in North Tonawanda, New York on Erie Avenue. It's where I bought my Road Glide. Thank you, owner Joe. Thank you, head salesperson Gio, for getting this bed ready. Brandon and Parts, Gio, I'm sorry, Dez in apparel. Oh man, Dez knows I love apparel. Thank you for letting me share this bike with our viewers, my viewers. And if you're interested in this bike or any Harley Davidson dealer, any Harley Davidson product, please stop in and see the great people at American Harley Davidson in North Tonawanda, New York. Here I wanted to do a short video and a short ride because I was tired. I don't want to get off the bike. I don't want to get off the bike. Guys, am I an old man having fun? Huh? I won't go, there's horses here. I won't go fast for the horses. Bada bing, bada boom. Should I get a bridge picture on her? Maybe we'll shut the cameras down on the bridge and then I'll ride her home. She's fun. Isn't that what, now, would I go on a long haul with this? No, I wouldn't. I don't know if anyone could, unless you're a kid in great shape. Would I go on a long haul on this bike? No. Is it fun to bop around town? I'll say so. Bada bing, bada boom. Yeah, these boots are much better on this bike. Oh, she's too much fun. I don't know. I'm getting used to these foot. I told you I'd switch the foot controls to mid foot controls. I don't know. I'm kind of having fun. I'm sure true enthusiasts are laughing at me the way I'm hanging on the gears on this bike, lugging it through turns. Oh, the rear spring is much better with the preload on her. Much, much better. And I'm not blipping the throttle. Not so sure I have to. Oh yeah, it is a lot better with the preload in that spring for my weight. Oh yeah, she is a lot better. Lot better. I'm going to leave it in second around this turn. Oh yeah, she pulls out. As I grind my camera. Oh yeah. Oh, okay, that's enough. That's enough. Hot diggity dog. Too much fun. Too much fun. All right, Marauders. Traditional Harley people, is that enough power for you? I'm 260 pounds at least with my gear on. I got a 59-inch chest, which I wish it was smaller. Old men know why. And 35-inch waist, and this thing's pulling me around like I'm nothing. Nothing. So you guys that are more manly than me, I dare you to get on this bike. Flat out, I dare you to get on this bike and ride it and not smile. I was in a bad mood. I was tired. Didn't want to make this video. Look at the sun's coming out. Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. I didn't want to make this video. I was tired. It's going to snow, get cold for the next 4 days. Not sure how I'm going to get this bike back to the dealer. Might have to mail it. The roads are going to get bad. And I'm having a riot on it. I am having a riot. Should we go through the TFT and all the functions on it? Hell no, we're not going through the TFT and all the functions on it. Who cares? You're going to buy the bike for the TFT screen? No! You're going to buy this motorcycle because it's one mean-looking motorcycle. And it's a reasonably priced Harley Davidson. And it's the Harley dream. It's Americana. It's history. I don't know how many years, 125 years Harley Davidson history? Please correct me in the comments. Man, you want that. You want that. I did 35 since I was a kid. I say 35 years. I put buying a Road King on hold. You want that? I wanted it when I was a kid. That was in my 20s I did that. You wanted as a kid, I wanted a Harley Davidson. I think Evel Knievel was jumping them. Wasn't he jumping Sportsters? And he switched to Triumphs? Looks like Ian, I don't watch him. I still watch him occasionally. Ian, Big Back Moto, he does the TFT display and people complain about it. They don't want to see it. And he says, oh, I just want to show you something. And he feels bad. Poor Ian. Yeah. No chickens. I don't have my chickens out today. I'm looking for the chickens. I wonder if these skinny tires can go over this metal grate. Hell yeah, they can go over this metal grate on this bridge. These tires are huge. You know what? You can put them on your pickup truck during the winter if you ride seasonally. Put them on your pickup truck. That's how big these tires are. Okay, Marauders. Can you tell I'm a little bit of delirious? Let me put my flashers on. I'm going to stop here and take some pictures of this beautiful bike on this bridge. Hope there's no one coming. No one's coming. Okay. What a beast.
The pictures say it better than I can. Harley Davidson designed a beautiful, distinctive motorcycle that is quite the performer. Look at it in these pictures and in my video imagery. I dare you to ride this bike. Give it 5 minutes or so, maybe 10 minutes, and you'll be smiling. It's an awesome motorcycle. Great entry-level Harley Davidson. I would highly recommend it. It's a lot of fun and brighten up my day. I'm sure it will brighten your day. Give it a try. It's excellent.
All right, I'm not going to turn the 360 camera on. Consider this bonus footage. I love every motorcycle. YouTube bloggers, all motorcycles should have road emergency flashers. Okay. Officially, the video's over. Consider this bonus footage. Many people get set in their ways. That's the right term. They're slow to change. They don't accept change. It's natural. I'm to blame. So as much as I'm teasing everyone, I'm guilty of it myself. We're all guilty of not accepting change, being resistant to change. We've all done that. I totally get it. Harley Davidson is no doubt slow to change, and customers of Harley Davidsons are partly at fault because you resist change. We resist change. And if Harley is going to stay a viable company, They have to update their products. They have to keep up with the times, or other manufacturers are going to run away from them. Run away from them. And this bike represents that chain. You can probably, if you can get a quick shifter added on a Pan America, I'm sure you could probably add it on this bike. And that would be a great feature to have on this bike, as a quick shifter. I was resistant. I got on this bike and I was almost ready to take it back to the dealership. Totally uncomfortable on it. Had the wrong shoes, had the wrong gear, had the wrong mindset. I swear to you people, I'm telling you the truth. I have no idea where I'm going. I swear that's the truth. I don't want to go on this road. All right, we'll lug her on this road. So I was not in the right mindset to get on this bike. I really wasn't sure, why am I taking this bike? What am I doing? And then today I'm in the worst frame of mind. And I get on the bike, and I get on this bike, and I'm smiling ear to ear, You know, it's, and that's why I have different bikes. It's nice to get on something new, something different from what you own. You know, this might be an entry-level Harley Davidson for some people. For others, it might be your second or third bike to give it a try. And don't listen to the critics. I shouldn't say that. You can listen to the critics. I always say, don't believe everything you see on YouTube or read. Experience it for yourself. Ride the motorcycle, any motorcycle yourself if you're interested in it. Form your own opinion. Don't necessarily go by people on YouTube. Be a thinker, as Apollo Creed said, be a thinker, not a stinker. How's that? Be a thinker. Form your own opinion on motorcycles. It's a good thing to do. Learn about them, research them. I do. And by the way, some bikes I buy, some things I buy, I think I second guess my choice, and maybe it wasn't the best choice. But don't blame someone on YouTube or someone that writes a magazine article. Form your own opinion. And this bike, some people love this bike and praise it. A lot of people criticize it. Get in and buy a 2024. They're made in the U.S. Those are still made in the U.S. And you got to look at this bike. She's beautiful, beautiful. Ooh, this road's rough. Bumpy bump. My helmet's rattling, if you know what that is. So, should we give her one more goose? Get the stones off these tires. She just lifts that front tire, guys. She just lifts that front tire. Wow. What a monster. Woo! I love Harley Davidson has wide gears. Wide gears, muchachos. Can I turn the cruise on? Cruise is on. Yeah, I don't want to lose my pockets are open on this bike. Marauders, that's it. Get out and experience these motorcycles for yourself. I think they're all fascinating. I love to ride them. Some demo rides I enjoy more than others. I'll tell you, this one surprised me. I didn't think I was going to enjoy it that much, but I needed it to wake up. My family's going to be, I moped out of the house, tired. They're going to be surprised when I walk in the house with a smile on my face. This bike put a smile on my face. What a powerhouse. Again, thank you, American Harley Davidson, North Tonawanda on Erie Avenue. It's where I purchased my Harley Davidson. Thank you, owner Joe, for allowing me to share this bike with my viewers in the world. Viewers and Gio for getting the bike ready. I'm sure you'll take care of you. They have these incentives on these motorcycles. Get in them, see them, talk to Gio. He'll set you up on a beautiful Harley Davidson. Oh, and to my viewers, thank you for taking your valuable time to watch an old man have fun on a motorcycle and share it with you. This was fun. It is fun. I thank you for sharing your valuable time with my channel. I appreciate that. Please, we keep score by looking at subscribers. Please subscribe to my channel. Share the video with a friend. Give me a thumbs up if you like the video. Comment. I love comments. I reply to all my comments. I don't get millions of them, so I can reply to them. But comment, you can even criticize me. I'll take it as a constructive criticism. Man, I don't think I want to go home. I gotta go home. Let's get this baby home. She's a muchacho. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna call this bike, muchacho. The British have names for bikes with fat tires on them. I can't remember what they call them. Can't remember what the British call them. I wonder if I should return this bike to the dealer tonight. Get an Uber home. There's a channel that does Triumphs, converts them, and they put fat tires on them. That's a really cool channel. I can't remember what it was. It's a custom shop. But bing, bada boom. Oh, this thing is too much. This thing is too much fun.